Rise and shine, everyone. I am Jean A. Hilario, reporter number 37 of BSC 1-3. So, for today, I will discuss two topics, and those are the power control theory and Sigmund Freud's theory of penicillin. So, what is power control theory? So, this theory is from John Hagan, which explains the difference of the crime rate between man and woman, and also he explained the difference in raising of the daughter and son in a family. So, when we heard freedom, who do you think has more freedom among son and daughter? It is truly that boys or son are the one who has a freedom than woman or daughter, because women are more controlled by their mothers than their son. So there is tendency that son or man are more prone to delinquency. And there are two family structure. First is the patriarchal families, and second is the egalitarian families. Let's elaborate those family structures. So, patriarchal families. When we heard patriarchal, let us always keep in our mind on what I have said earlier, that in this family structure, um, mother will more controlled to their daughters than their son, and son has their freedom than the daughter, but son also prone to delinquency than daughters, because daughter are controlled by their mother. Example nito, yung may mga kuya o kapatid na lalaki dyan, did you notice na mas mahigpit ang parents natin, especially ang mga nanay sa anak ng babae, kaysa sa mga kapatid natin na lalaki? Did you also notice na mas prone ang mga anak na lalaki sa delinquency compared sa ating mga babae? So, may mga scenario na ganito. Kapag anak ka na babae, yung nagpaalam ka na may get-together kayo ng mga friends mo, at syempre, pag babae, we feel excited because, ay, may bonding na naman kami ng mga kaibigan ko. Then, ikaw naman, nag-ready na ng susuotin. Sometimes, gumagawa pa tayo ng way para payagan tayo, like, we clean our house, wash dishes or clothes, and also we cook for the whole day. And after those ways, we feel that super excited na talaga ako, and I'm sure papayagan ako ni mama. Ginawa ko naman kasi ang lahat. So, ayun, when the time na lumapit ka na sa mother mo at nagpaalam ka, tapos ang sinabi sa'yo, no, hindi pwede, and we feel so disappointed, so mukmuk sa gilid. But when the time that your brother asks permission to your mom that he will go out with her barkadas, and you've heard from your mother that okay, take care and have fun, like, you will feel so unfair. But as we can see, our mother are being so controlling when it comes to us daughter. One of the reason na din of it is because our mother are protecting us, because we are women. They are protecting us from harm without thinking that their son or our brother are engaging the life where he can be prone to delinquency, because he is free in his life. And sometimes we tend to hear from the argue of daughter and mother na bakit si kuya pwede, but ako hindi. Then our mother will say, kasi lalaki naman siya, anak, di ba? So, do you relate? While the egalitarian families, in this structure, both parents are work in command positions. So, meaning the mother and father are both taking orders. Essentially, family egalitarianism means that familial decision-making power is shared equally among participants in ongoing activity. that is between husband and wife and task performance in the family. An example of an egalitarian relationship is married couple that equally shares the household duties, child rearing and financial responsibilities. Egalitarian relationship can exist between any two people who have a relationship such as mother and a daughter, brother and sister, or two co-workers. So again, the difference of the patriarchal families and egalitarian families are, in patriarchal, mother are controlling daughter than her son, while in egalitarian, both parents take orders, and that is the power control theory. Next topic would be the Sigmund Freud's theory of penis envy. Do you think penis envy is real? So, Sigmund Freud, known as the father of psychoanalysis, who would have turned 160 on May 6, founded a branch of psychological therapy that focuses on the conscious mind and the unconscious mind and how the two interact. Among his many attention-grabbing theories and ideas is the concept of penis envy. So when we say penis envy, it is the supposed coveting of the penis by a young human female, which is held in Freudian psychoanalytic theory to lead to feelings of inferiority and defensive or compensatory behavior. In 1933 lecture, simply titled Femininity, Freud said that women become envious of penises at a young age when they realize boys derive more sexual pleasure from their penises than girls do from their sexual organs. Freud said this penis envy grows over time and manifests in a daughter's love for her father and the desire to give birth to a son because those are the close as a woman can get to having a penis of her own. So, according to Freud, penis envy is a stage of development experienced only by female and children and occurs when a girl first notices the differences in male and female anatomy and longs to have a penis of her own. And he suggested that this moment is critical for sexual awareness and gender role differentiation in women. After a girl realizes she lacks a penis, she may be envious of boys. She may then begin to sexually desire her father and blame her mother for her apparent castration, longing for the death or disappearance of her mother. To cope with this conflict, a girl begins to mimic her mother but later realizes she cannot have her father. To cope with this fact, her sexual desire is displaced onto men, generally making the beginning of heterosexuality. In the years since Freud introduced his idea of penis envy, many people have discuss non-literal interpretations of the concept. The gist of this is that women may envy the features that make a man because they associate with power and status. For example, a girl might perceive that her brother has more advantage in life, and since his penis is one of the things that makes him different from her, she possibly expresses some type of penis envy. Penis envy is a theory of Freudian psychoanalytic theory that proposed that very young girls feel deprived and envious that they do not have a penis. The feelings later lead to a desire for access to a penis and normal heterosexual development. Okay, so for the last, I will leave the quotation of Kathleen Brown. which is the difference between men and women is that women seek power in order to address issues, while men address issues in order to seek power. So, how does power play a part in gender differences? It is about the power men as a group have over women as a group, as well as the power some men have over other men or some women have over other women. So that's it for today's video. I hope that you've learned something, and don't forget to smile and rest because we deserve it. Matsala everyone.